of the league phase of the...
I believe that last season's performance in such an emphatic fashion.
Those boys and girls, no, not that one, not the Uruguayan, but the Colombian Luis Suarez is Jared against Lille in Liga at the weekend. The players who go out, Paris Saint-Germain, all in red, kicking from Marquinhos.
Final third quality finishing.
Zaire-Emery just moving in that kind of inverted fullback position.
Not unexpected, I'm sure that Rui Borges would have drilled it a goal.
Lovely little swivel from Doué, playing it into Zaire-Emery. He's clipped
way around the opposing penalty area. He started the ball tonight, so he's over anxious for him.
Zaire-Emery. Nuno Mendes and Fabian Ruiz. It's a decent hit, it's well held by Rui Silva in the sport kick-off effort. And if you were going to name 4 teams that you thought might win it, they'd certainly be one of those to be
peaking right now.
Doué gets himself to the edge of the penalty area, picks out Mayulu, that's curling and a little bit too high. Vitinha. Francisco Trincao holding off William Pacho.
Donnarumma quite clearly is not as good as quite a few other keepers in world football. No way it is in the football field.
That's well recovered, good play by Zaire-Emery. So yes, absolutely. The pass back into Rene Barcola. Here's Vitinha. Vitinha with a dipping ball, Zaire-Emery arriving. Mendes, terrific run this. Barcola, Dembélé's in the middle. Francisco Trincao.
With that volley pretty well.
Trincao. It's a nice little angled ball. Opportunities here! Oh. Rough. Sent wide by Luis Suarez to Mangas. Barcola for Fabian Ruiz. Barcola, this is dangerous. The header is clutched by Rui Silva.
Centre-backs in particular come up so quickly to carry the off.
And Vitinha. And Dembélé, challenge in on the bench, Paris Saint-Germain tonight, which just possibly may become a fact. Toward the back post, it's Barcola who lofts. And Doué keeps it in peak. Sporting Swiss record. Suarez going to ground, but no foul. Doué. Mayulu in the middle around the penalty spot. And driven.
Champions League already.
Defeat to Bayern Munich earlier in the league phase. Chance they might meet again in the tournament at some point, those two. It's put behind for a corner. Short of Fabian Ruiz. Lofted in too much. Now, trod on the ball, this could be really dangerous. Bradley Barcola to the byline.
That's the case of just one little attack on this left side.
Dembélé's ball well covered. Zaire-Emery. Dembélé to Désiré Doué. Barcola formation. Barcola drifting inside.
It'll take a little bit of time before they're able to carve open.
Barcola. Désiré Doué deflected. Be a corner. Doué, well, just wonder, but the space that he had momentarily has been closed down. Suarez who's a moment to go. Here's Dembélé, and still Dembélé.
It's
Oh, that's a lovely ball into Barcola. Dembélé's in the middle. They thought it was a foul. Fabian Ruiz is going to reach this and knock it up to Zaire-Emery, who plants it into the back of the net with the goalkeeper completely wrong-footed. And Paris Saint-Germain have the lead. And Zaire...
Well, where he's coming, sticks it like that. I mean,
Nuno Mendes keeps that in play.
Been a very clean game so far.
He's found himself in a right old tussle for the ball. Sporting, Dembélé for Désiré Doué. For Francisco Trincao. He's lost the ball because he's fouled by Vítor. Looking for Jenny Catamo, and just a little momentary hesitation, then it is a foul. Playoff knockout round last season by Borussia Dortmund. UEFA Cup final to CSKA Moscow in this state. Good feed again by Doué, drilled that cross in. Matches right body of Inamasa Morita. Nuno Mendes.
Not ball at all.
Mayulic. Zaire-Emery. Désiré Doué for Paris Saint-Germain. Suarez. Doué and Dembélé arriving now. Fabian Zaire-Emery deflected, awkward. The keeper's in a bit of bother here. It's fouled. Barcola, Désiré Doué, and Dembélé had almost great lung-bursting run forward by Ivan Fresneda, but he can't quite get there. There have been no half-time substitutions from either coach. Fabian Ruiz, nice ball, Catamo. Nuno Mendes into Bradley Barcola, Fabian Ruiz, and put behind for a corner kick, and Efenakoka takes away to Désiré Doué, back into the Spaniard, the little layoff for Vitinha. And put behind by that kind of pass, which is intended for Zaire-Emery, I think, but picked off, as it always seems, is Vitinha. Vitinha gone underneath it. The forward ball, Francisco Trincao, Suarez missed it. That's a decent ball into Jenny Catamo, and a shooting chance, and Francisco Trincao went for curl and got none. Picking on Ricardo Mangas, great ball, and Dembélé heads it in, and the flag is up, and it was missed by the left back Ricardo Mangas. Dembélé is fouled, free kick. It's his former club. Oh, it's just over the top of the crossbar. Fabian Ruiz for Dembélé, and pushed around by Trincao. Fresneda with Suarez. It's Doué. Barcola, Mathias Rice. In goes that corner kick, nodded on by Mayulu. Nuno Mendes. And Anthony. But now there's maybe a bit of space. Barcola, blocked by Gonzalo Inacio. Janidis, the substitute, has just come on. He's fouled by Vitinha. Second half, they're getting the ball away here. Doué, Kvaratskhelia, couldn't get. Doué. Can he cut inside of Willian Pacho? No, but he can go outside, and Chevalier made the block area. It's not a bad hit, and it's a great chance, and Sporting have the lead. Can you believe it? Luis Suarez has put Sporting in front. Sporting who lead. 13 minutes to play. Sporting one play to be stopped. They have a man down. Nuno Mendes goes on, can't find Kvaratskhelia. Curling, brilliant! Wow. Oh, that is sensational. Kvaratskhelia with a moment of absolute genius. Here comes Jenny Catamo. It's a shame.
Nuno Mendes. They'd be expected to get just as much ball, if not more, and away from his right foot. That's just allowed him to take the goalkeeper by surprise a little bit.
Kvaratskhelia again hitting it into Javier Suárez. Kvaratskhelia. Vitinha's forward ball. Run again, and Trincao shot saved. The follow-up header is in!